Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. A look at the Magic starting group. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis, the tested forward pair. Damian Lillard out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Lopez in at the center position. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Caldwell Pope outside. This one for three. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. It's a three-point game.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Suggs looking around. Shoots over Lillard. Rebounded by the Bucks. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure. And that one didn't happen. Boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Caldwell Pope outside. Carter outside. Banchero trying to get open. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Here's Parker. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Suggs. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Oh, what focus from Suggs. Refusing to let the hit throw him off.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Antetokounmpo score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Middleton against Wagner. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Now the pass to Suggs. Now Carter. Lopez covering. And it's Carter missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
Lillard the pass to Parker. 2 minutes. His three-pointers off the mark. The Magic trail by 10. Pass to Wagner. Caldwell Pope outside. Fires from deep. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 9. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Carter against Lopez. The rebound by Brook Lopez.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Giannis passes to Barker. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Mr. Clutch has got 13.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Suggs.
Off the bounce, Suggs showing his athleticism.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Mr. Clutch. We saw him with 39 points last game out.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Banchero. Lopez with the block. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Gary Trent. Jackson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Rollins. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Isaac comes in for Wagner. Banchero's checked in for Wagner. And it's Suggs in for Caldwell Pope. And so in the game for the Magic, a post pairing Isaac and Carter Jr. Black is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Banchero in at the small forward. The Magic trail by 15. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
And Suggs throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside Jackson. Pass to Mr. Clutch. 1:05 left in the second quarter. The three-pointer, no good. The Magic trail by 15. Banchero left side. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And the basket is good. And that's 20 points for Mr. Clutch.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And how about the footwork and body positioning of Banchero makes him so tough to guard down low.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Bucks. .40 seconds left to play in the first half. Middleton against Banchero. Out to the right wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Middleton left side. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
Banchero against Middleton. Banchero inside. Great D that time from Middleton.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman. From deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the five to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He picked up 39 points and turned some heads when he did his work from beyond the arc. Not usually his forte. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And it's Suggs missing.
Ooh, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Trailing by 19. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Green, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And the Magic making a change here as well. Bitadze's checked in. Knocked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Suggs against Lillard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's
have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
The free throw drops for Trent.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Van Carroll looking around. Passes to Suggs. Three-pointer. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Wagner. Jalen Suggs is out there with Black. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Ben Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Down deep, Trent buries it from three-point range. Trent's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bucks. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And it's Van Carroll missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Mr. Clutch. It's deflected, and they get it back. And to the Kumbo. Shot's good. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Antetokounmpo against Wagner. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Parker, and it's blocked. Suggs finds Banchero. Here's Black, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
To the paint. Shot from 12. And it's Wagner missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Here's Parker. Sweet move. And the layup is good. Mr. Clutch has got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Suggs passes to Black. Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. 4 on the clock. Back to Suggs. That 3 off the mark.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Floats it up for Giannis. Portis kicks to Trent. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Black dishes to Carter. And he banks in the layup. Carter's got his first points of the night.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a galley win for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had.
At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner. 1 shot.
One shot.
That's good from Wagner.
Well, you know, at 6'10", Wagner brings a lot of versatility to the court with his scoring, passing, and ability to defend multiple positions.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. 12 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And here's Wagner. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge,